Well, the weather outside is weather. I love it. I really do wish that we could just toggle on and off some sort of like heavy, weather simulation or something like that. Or maybe the harder the difficulty, the more like crazy the weather gets or something. I don't know. I really do love the way they do weather in the Division franchise, whether it be snow, rain, dust storms, what have you. And it seems like we're even getting some falling leaves later, which is cool and all. But we're getting off subject here. It is the year 7 PTS. PTS! And it's time to show you all the goodies coming with year 7. Here we go. What's going on, YouTube? Kamikazevondoom here with another Division 2 PTS video. So sit back, relax, grab that popcorn. Don't forget to hit that like. Subscribe if you haven't already. And let me know what you think in the comment section below. But that is right. We are in the PTS. You can see that in the top right of your screen. It shows the Division 2 logo, followed by PTS, my serial number, and my gamer tag. So we are testing everything. PTS means Public Test Server. And this is everything coming with the next update. So this is year 7, season 1. Now, I am not able to show you anything from the DLC, but this is everything coming with year 7. So let me go ahead and break it all down for you really quick. I hope you enjoy. All right. So starting with the new weapons, okay? So first up, we have a new exotic LMG, the Pecan. Now, the Pecan is an LMG that came with Division 1, and they are bringing it back for the Division 2. Now, I have tested this weapon in multiple different build situations, and it is fun. It is. The talent that makes it so unique is called Pecan. So each kill with this weapon will grant you a stack of magazine size. Now, this magazine size will go up 50% 4 times. So you can get up to 200% magazine size. Now, I have already tried this with the highest of the high magazine size combos, and I have gotten the magazine up to 290 rounds. I could not get it higher than 290. And that was even with one with, where is it right here, magazine size. So I've tried it. It's not bad. It's okay. Now, the cool thing is that the high magazine size will really come in handy later on in, engagements or what have you, different encounters that you have with NPCs, because once you start getting a few kills and reloading your weapon, you'll see you have plenty of ammo to go around. Now, with this being an LMG, it does come with damage to targets out of cover and damage to armor, but it does have that low RPM of 600. Now, moving on from the new exotic weapon, let's talk about the new named items, or the new named weapons. So first, we have the Lud. This is the named assault rifle with perfect streamline. Now, just so you know, normal streamline is only 80%, where perfect streamline is 87%. Now, this AR comes with health damage, damage to targets out of cover, and that streamline talent. Now, remember, streamline, it only increases that weapon damage by 87% when there are no skills on cooldown. And yes, you can use this with a shield. We've already tried it. Now, to go along with the new named AR, we have a new named SMG. Now, this is a converted SMG 9. And this one, same deal. It has the perfect streamline talent. So perfect streamline, it increases your weapon damage by 87% when no skills are on cooldown. This is a lot of fun. Remember, the converted SMG 9 did get a buff not only to the base damage, but it also got a buff to the RPM. It is a lot of fun. It's not bad. It has a pretty damn high magazine, and it's hitting really ridiculously hard. It truly is. Put that sucker on with Hunter's Fury and thank me later. Now, that's as far as we go for the new weapons, okay? Now, as far as the new gear set, new exotics, new brand set, all of that, let's start with the new exotics, okay? So first up, we have the new Nimble holster. So the Nimble holster is another thing from the Division 1. You'll see that a lot of these things are from the Division 1. So the Streamline talent, the Perfect Streamline, That is also from the Division 1. It wasn't called Streamline. I forget what it was called in the Division 1, but I believe it dropped with every G36 in the Division 1 as the bottom talent, where it increased your weapon damage if you had no skills on cooldown. I'm pretty sure that's from Division 1 too. Yeah. Now going back to the Nimble. So remember in the first game, the Division 1, the Nimble holster was a holster talent that would allow you to heal as you do cover to cover. And well, in the Division 2, same thing. So in the Division 2, it will be an exotic holster. And this exotic holster will come with a red core attribute, 2 crit rolls, and then the talent Bob and Weave. So you receive repairs of 5% of your total armor for every meter that you cover to cover. Every meter. So if you're only doing a cover to cover 10 meters, that's half of your armor. Ridiculously strong. Not only that, but it says that damage taken while doing the cover cover is healed as well. So you're getting healed with whatever damage you're getting hit with, and you're getting healed for doing the cover to cover. But wait, there's more, because I have already tested this with the brand new backpack, which we'll go ahead and skip to. So the brand new backpack is called the Captain. So the Captain is the named Eminence Armaments backpack with perfect leadership. Now, yes, it is bugged right now. It says just normal leadership, but the numbers are the perfect leadership numbers. So it's 20, 10, 10, 10, where in the normal version it's 15, 10, 10, 10. So what do I mean by that? Well, it says here that with perfect leadership, performing a cover to cover will grant you 20%. Was that 20? Oh, yeah. 20% of your armor as bonus armor to you and your allies for 10 seconds. But if you do that cover to cover within 10 meters of an enemy, it doubles. So now, if you use this with Nimble, you get 40% bonus armor. You also heal your teammates. But then if you use it with Nimble, you get armor repair, and if you get shot, you get healed on top of that. So we were using that yesterday during the live stream. It was a lot of fun. I'm not going to lie. I'll have a video on it. It is a lot of fun. The other exotic is the mask. Now, this is a big thing everyone's using right now because it's Alpha Bridge, kind of. So the exotic mask is a all red double crit mask. So we get a double crit holster and we get a double crit mask. Now, this mask comes with the talent Abridged. So if you use a primary and secondary weapon of the same type, and neither one of them are exotic or named, then the secondary weapon's talent will combine with the first. So let me show you a few little examples because I don't want to spoil too much. But here's an example right here where I'm using double Police M4 with Heartbreaker. I have Optimist and Flatline. It's a lot of fun. Here's this one. It's a sniper. I was using it with Ranger and Determined. A lot of fun. Here's one with 2 LMGs. I was using it with Measured and Frenzy. A lot of fun. Here's an SMG combo with Optimist and Close and Personal. I'm telling you, it's a lot of fun. We even made a sadist eye list to go with Trauma. So no matter where you hit the enemy, you'd get the amplified damage. I mean, we're going ham here. We even have an AK variant with Strained and Flatline, and I haven't even gotten to the shotties or anything like that yet. I mean, this is going to get really fun, really fast. But anyways, that's the exotic mask. So the talent is called Abridged. And that's why people are saying, hey, it's Alpha Bridge, because it is. It's A-bridged. It's Alpha Bridge. Now, the Alpha Bridge was a gear set in Division 1, so now it's just an exotic mask. And those are the only exotics in the PTS right now. So they said that the mask will drop with the climax mission of Year 7 Season 1. They said that the pecan and the nimble holster will both be a part of the seasonal reward track. All right, now let's talk about this gear set. So the gear set's not bad, but you can't really test it in the PTS, and let me tell you why. So this is essentially It's essentially a way of getting your healer to disrupt enemy skills while healing your teammates. But it works with a hive and smart cover. We don't have smart cover in the PTS. So half of it I'm not even able to test. Another thing is it says it works up against enemy mortars and enemy skills. I don't have any enemy mortars really to test this with. So the only way for me to really test this in the PTS would be to run around with a hive, and then that's it. It's really not going to be that fun until you have the hive and the smart cover, and you're able to test this with your friends. But let me just go through it really quick, and I'll explain why all of this. So the 2 and 3 piece give you skill haste and repair skills. That's perfect for a healer. We all know this. But that 4 piece, you receive a +1 skill tier for each ally that is in range of your hive or smart cover. Now we don't have the hive. I mean, we don't have the smart cover, so we would only be able to throw down a hive, and then we would have to have our teammates jump into that hive. Where I was talking about this the other day, it would be better to test this out with a hive and smart cover. That way you can sit back with your hive, maybe a teammate sits back with you, and then you could shoot a smart cover out in front and then have your other 2 teammates run over to that smart cover. That way you have one person in your hive giving you that skill tier, and then you could have 2 people up front giving you 2 more skill tiers by sitting in a smart cover. You could easily double dip with this, but again, you can't really test it during the PTS, so it's kind of meh, it's kind of whatever until we can get our hands on it in the actual game. But the way that this could work is, say you're in PvP and they have enemy skills, they have enemy mortars. You could easily run over there, shoot a smart cover on top of their skills and take out all of their skills, and then run up there with your team, throw out your hive, make sure your teammates are in your hive, and then you're good to go. But again, we're not really able to test this due to not having half of the skills that it needs, and you would need a whole bunch of teammates to go up against enemy mortars and skills. So it is what it is. It looks nice, but again, we'll try it out when the game actually releases it. Now that leaves us with the brand set and named items. We already talked about the Captain. This is the named Eminence Armaments backpack with perfect leadership. But again, that perfect leadership is bugged. It only says normal leadership, but it does have the perfect leadership numbers. Now, going to the brand set. So, well, actually, the other named item is bugged too, just so you know. So both of the Eminence Armaments named items are both bugged. So the cloak, the new named knee pads, don't even have the named attributes, so it's broken. And then the new named backpack, the Captain, it gives you the 20% bonus armor, but it still says leadership. Now, going back to the normal variant of this brand set, it is called Eminence Armaments. The first piece will give you weapon damage. The second piece will give you increased threat, and then that third piece will give you pistol damage. Now, we were already talking about this in my live stream, and remember, if you can catch me during these live streams, we break it all down and we talk about it in great detail, okay? So just so you know, I'm giving you the layman's terms, the cliff notes, if you will. So the way we were talking about this is the increased threat is your aggro. You're aggravating the other enemies. So say you're walking down the street and you shoot an enemy. All the enemies within a half a block away are going to hear you and they're going to be like, what? Yellow coat? Yo, go get the yellow coat guy, basically. You see what I'm saying? It's going to increase your overall threat to the surrounding enemies. You're increasing your aggro, which is fine. It is what it is. But then that 3-piece gives you 60% pistol damage. 60. So if you're running the 3-piece, you get 65% weapon damage towards a pistol. So what did I do? Yeah. What did I do? I went with this. This is a one-shot pistol build that kills 2 enemies at once. It's ridiculously fun and ridiculously strong. But what I did is I went ninja bike. I did 2 pieces of the new Eminence Armaments, the Punch Drunk. So that gives me another 20%. And then I went with Turmoil. So every time I'm shooting an enemy, I also get perfect determined. So it's a one-shot kill, but then I take out 2 enemies at once. And that's with the brand new brand set, the Eminence Armaments. It is a lot of fun. I'm not going to lie. It is a lot of fun. I just wish I had my Regulus during this PTS. For some reason, I don't have a freaking stash. Check this out. I logged in and I don't have anything on in my stash on my PTS. I don't know if it's some sort of bug, but check this out. Look at this. It's completely empty. Like, what? It's so weird, dude. It's so weird. I have no idea. But yeah, my stash is completely empty. Anyways, we were just talking about the brand new brand set. We've already talked about the gear set. We talked about the exotics. We talked about the weapons. Let's see here. What else do I want to show you before we jump into another live stream? I think that might be about it for now. We're going to do deep dives into each of these things individually once I get some more examples and more testing done. It is a lot of fun. There are some known issues in the PTS, so you can't combine things like Streamline and Alpha Bridge, something like that. And just so everyone knows, it's not Alpha Bridge, it's abridged, just so you know. You might confuse a lot of people by saying Alpha Bridge, but it is essentially the same thing. But all right, that is it for the Year 7 PTS and everything new that you can test out right now in the game. What is it that you would like to see from the PTS? What is it you would like to see me test? Let me know now, and then next time I do a PTS live stream, we'll get it going. But I'll see you guys again later on here on YouTube and or on Twitch. Remember that the exclusive drops are live right now on Twitch, so you can watch me play the PTS and get exclusive drops at the same time. But again, that's it for me. I'm Kamikazevondoom. Take care of yourself. Enjoy the rest of your day. And I'll see you in the next one, all right? Peace out.